Hello, thank you for joining me for another video beer review then. So today we've got a beer from Cloudwater and it's their My Continuous Improvement birthday cake, part of their 8th birthday celebration. This is the final part of the 4-part series. It's kind of a series within a series, this one. So My Continuous Improvement, they've got several before this one. I've actually got them, a few from Christmas and a little bit further back, all 11% ABV Imperial Stouts. So this is My Continuous Improvement then, 8th birthday, triple chocolate double vanilla raspberry birthday cake. It's actually called My Continuous Improvement birthday cake. So 11% ABV. It's the addition boasts malted dark chocolate aromas and flavours, and tart raspberry. The chair's playing up again. Yeah, and with sweet vanilla. So there's not much else on the can that they don't put on these days. But what the hey, we'll crack it open and give it a try. I purchased this probably about a month ago or so from the Royston in Broadstairs. So shout out to Andy. Gets lots of good cans in these days. So quite spoilt for choice locally with getting good stuff in. The chair's really playing up. So let's pour this out. We'll go down the middle. This is pouring out a really kind of jet black. Look at this. I'll get it in the middle of the camera. Giving off a slight hiss. Cola hiss type. But look at that pour. Jet black. There's none of that kind of mahogany kind of flavour or hues. So beer in the glass. It's a proper Cloudwater glass as well. Didn't really pour much of a head there. There's a little bit, as you can see, but that's only that side of the glass. But yeah, 11% ABV. Let's go ahead and give this a taste. Jet black in the glass. There's no light coming through, of course. You can always see the kind of like, stain in the glass. So let's get a nose on this one then, and we'll try and sort this chair out because it's bugging me. So 2 seconds here. It's been alright for a while, and now I'll start to do a review. There you go, is what it is. So my head will be down here in a minute, so cheers. Oh, wow. A real dark baker's chocolate, almost like a real dark baker's, wow, like a dark chocolate sponge cake. Sweet. Bloody chair. It's ruining the review, never mind. It's been alright, as I say, it's been alright for a little while now. It's just deciding to play up. Sweet vanilla. There is that kind of raspberry edge coming through, but for me it's more about the dark baker's chocolate. Almost like a slight cocoa powder edge to it. It's not overly sweet either. There's a sweetness there, vanilla. I don't know, it doesn't actually say that was it vanilla pods or whatever. It's all round chocolate cake on this one. So let's give it a try, see what it's all about. So cheers, and happy birthday to Cloudwater, of course. It's very sweet on the taste though. There's almost like a syrupiness to it. Very smooth. Wow. Blimey. Wow. That's really definitely a syrupy dark baker's chocolate. The raspberry is enhancing that dark baker's chocolate, if you like. Sweet, and then followed by that sweet vanilla at the end. Wow. If you've got a sweet tooth, you'll be fine, but if you haven't, you're going to find out. It's definitely not a beer that I would be drinking very quickly. I mean, I was just about to say, I'm just looking what style they're classing this as obviously a pastry stout. Plenty of adjuncts in this. A chocolate ganache with a tart raspberry counterpoint, and it really is. It's definitely of that kind of ilk. And it says a touch of sweet vanilla. I mean, it's for me, for my palate, it's quite sweet, but it's very luxurious. You get that raspberry. The more I'm drinking it, you're getting that raspberry right up front. This beer is at room temperature as well. It's not out the fridge or anything like that. So you're getting it. I mean, room temperature is slightly warmer in here, so it's probably around about. I'm guessing maybe 17 degrees in this room. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Might have to start putting the stouts and that in the fridge soon with the change of season. Yeah, I mean, so body of the beer. It's just trying to get past the whole kind of chocolatey sweetness, luxuriousness, raspberry, sweet vanilla. It's probably the lower end of a medium body. So for the ABV, it's like, yeah, I'd like a little bit more body with a beer just to balance it up a little bit, just give it a little bit more. Well, the colour of the beer on the pour was jet black. I had quite high hopes for the body being like an upper medium, but for me it's more of a lower medium. It's not detracting from the beer, but it's just one little aspect. There's no hint at the ABV. It's a dangerous stout. It's not the ABV that's making me drink this slowly. It's the sweetness, for me at least. But if you've got a sweet tooth, be careful. It is 11%. Pardon me. It's leaving a kind of a slightly kind of tanned glass above the beer on the sip. A little bit of alcohol legs there, as you kind of really would expect, really. So it's there, but it's just not. It's not coming across on the palate at all. It's a treat beer. It's one of them treat beers. The raspberry is actually quite strong in this. It's quite balanced, I'd say, of the chocolate, and then the sweetness is obvious as well. So yeah, rich. It says rich, indulgent, and decadent. So it's pretty much what I've just sort of said. I've just saw that. So if you've got one of these lurking around in your cupboard, or I don't know what the deal is, whether you can still get this or not. Probably not. A lot of these beers are kind of like it's quite a small window of opportunity to buy these beers. So when I see them, especially if they're locally, I'm going to go and buy it. And it's quite slick. I just noticed that when on the pour, quite oily almost on the top of the beer. What a beer though, blimey! A nice beer instead of a dessert. You could quite easily share a can of this if you've not got a crazy sweet tooth. This would be a good sharing can for sure. So Cloudwater's My Continuous Improvement. This is their birthday cake. Their birthday cake for 8 years. So this is being recorded in March of 2023. So let me know if you've had this one before. This is a triple chocolate, double vanilla raspberry birthday cake. Manchester, of course. So let me know if I've had this one before. happy birthday again to Cloudwater, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.